What up, guys? Waifu for you here. Today I got 4th place at locals. Oh, 3rd place. Smith got 4th today. Hell yeah. I beat him in the last round. Clutched it up. Today I want to give a shout out to again Smith, my boy Ricky, for doing all my thumbnails and joining Team Waifu, or I don't know have a team name yet. Either way, whatever. Joining the team, becoming a sponsoree. I want to thank my boy Brett for testing and talking theory with me. Gabe for just being there and talking theory again. Lupe for testing for Bastion matchups. That boy's the luckiest thing on the planet. And I want to thank everybody else at Mid-Tier Gaming for again testing and just being the homies constantly. And then I want to thank GameCore for again allowing me to do my locals here. And I'll shout out to my boy Cody Carr. He's the reason I played this deck. And without further ado, let's get into it. So today I played the legendary fucking 15 soul Baromagnes. I only played it today because my boy Cody Carr came clutch with an SP Baromagnes himself. I love this card. I have the foil ride line. I love this deck. I love playing DI. I love playing combo decks. I love playing dumb restand your rear guards, count the high numbers decks. It's just all fun all around. I like playing very aggressive decks, as I said in my Magnolia profile. So here's my ride line. All nice and foil, all nice and pretty. Love it. It's very consistent. The ride line gets you to 6 soul pretty much always. You should be able to get the 10 pretty easily with Brother Souls, another Spartan, or Curtis. So let's get into the deck. For my grade 3s, I'm playing the rest of the 3 Baromagnes. I know some people who play the Rush 15 only play like 2 or 1. I don't agree with that. I feel like you want to be percent running as often to make your deep Sonicers stronger, so you're doing more damage with 38s. If you don't know what this card does, it has 3 different effects for different increments of soul you have, starting at 5, counterblast 1 draw, 10, plus 10 can a crit, so he's swinging 23 with crit. You play a very nice tempo game if you can't get to 10, very solid. And then 15 is your aggressive kill formation. On swing, you counterblast 1, all the effects, just you resolve off of the 1 counterblast. You do the counterblast 1, you're gonna draw the card using 10k and a crit, and then you're gonna suck up both players' soul, or field to soul, and then call 2 units out. Then you give those 2 units 10k, so deep is 8k base, 10k from skill, and then 10k from his skill, and if your percent right is 38, huge numbers for a grade 1, it's insane. Hit triggers go to 48, you're hitting magic numbers, hitting beautiful numbers, and your opponent has to either overguard or just die, which we like. The next card we're playing is Crawl You Insects. This card is great. I'm playing it at 3. I kind of wish I played it at 4 today. It's counterblast 1, soul charge 1, and then give the unit plus 10k for every 5 cards you have in soul. So you get pretty high numbers pretty quick. And then if you're at 10 or more, you draw a card. And this card is nuts. You can give it to your Baro. Baro becomes big and you have to force him to PG or overguard. You can give it to a rear guard to force him, again, just force awkward numbers. Solid card, love it. Kind of wish I played it at 4. Then we play 4. Oh, we're playing 3 Curtis. I haven't played this deck in a fat minute. I kind of swore off it after playing, I think it's week 2 in locals and just getting absolutely shit stomped. It is what it is. Curtis, you mainly play it for his soul ramp effect on place if you have Baromagnes as your Vanguard and Soul Charge 2. Beautiful card. And its other skills, Counterblast 2, give your front row plus 5, which comes up. It's, again, good. Solid card. Probably should have played it at 4 today, but I just kind of grabbed this deck out of my stack and played it. Love it. That's it for grade 3s. Next, we're going to go to the grade 2s. We're playing Bunny Girl at 4. This card's great. She has an on-hit effect of soul charging 1. When your soul's at 10 or more, she goes into your soul and you counter charge, which is good because you play a lot of counterblasting with your Curtis, with your Crawl, and with your Baro himself, and with the next grade 2 we're about to talk about. I also like playing against Prison. I'll call her out during my Baromagnes 15's turn. If I ramp 15 fast enough, I can then suck up my board, call these 2 out, get 2 counter charges. These go back into soul, and my opponent has nothing to imprison, which is great. They don't get more hand imprisoning till next set, I think. So solid all-around card, great for the prison matchup, which we'll be seeing more of next set. I doubt I'll be playing this next set. Maybe when I get wild hairs, but we'll see what happens. And again, shout out to Cody Carr for getting me my last Electro Spartan. This is this card's artwork is the reason I played this deck. We're playing the 3. You can play him as discard fodder, or you can use him for his on-play effect. It's just Counterblast 1, Soul Charge 2, solid. You can hand it over to your prison opponent and then call it back later. Essentially, you can Soul Blast 1 to get a Counter Blast 2, or Soul Blast 1, Counter Blast 1 for Soul Charge 2, or you can Counter Blast 2 to Soul Charge 2. Math adds up either way. Preferably the Soul Charge or the Counter Blast. All right, solid card. That's it. I'm only playing 7 grade 2s. This deck has a very low shield value, so you want to kill your opponent as fast as possible. If you're playing the 10s variant, you're more of a tempo deck, but I think this is an awkward hybrid. For my grade 1s, we're playing 3 Brothers Soul. I was playing 4. I don't agree with it. 4 is too much, and this card's good. You want to see it as early as possible, but I was just seeing it too much, which is crazy to say. But it's one of the best. It's so simple. Just Soul Charge 2. Card once per turn, Soul Charge 2. Again, you get to the numbers faster. You get to your 10s on turn 3 super quick because of this card. It's fantastic. Next, staple the deck. Playing a 4 PG. You need it to. Typically, these are going to be in your soul, but when they're in your hand, hey, they're saving your life. Solid. Have to be mandatory. Next, we're playing 3 of the Deep Sonicers. Deep Sonics. Card solid. 18k attacker. 20 when called from soul. 18k booster on the turn if they survive your 15's kill turn. It's not much of a kill turn if they survived it, but probably the best card in the deck outside of Baro himself. Solid. Playing 4 Gunners. I actually don't like this card. This card's basically just discard fodder. It's on play. Soul Charge 1 isn't that good. There's other options. Honestly, realistically, this could be that. Play this over Curtis. Another one as, so 1 Brother Soul, 1 Curtis, play this as another Crawl, and then, I don't know, find a spot. You probably play the defensive order option. It's a lot of orders, but you can get away with it because you're going to Soul Charge so much anyways. Card's all right, but I don't agree with it. You're never resolving the Soul Blast 3 draw 1. If you are, it's not worth it, your time. The Soul Blast 3 is too awkward of a cost in this deck specifically, because you're never going to be at 13 to go back to 10, and you're never going to be at 18 to go back to 15. It's just not worth it. This card's literally just discard fodder, but I think I'd rather see him as other pieces. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about our triggers, which we're playing 8 crit? Yeah, 8 crit. I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. Playing 8 crit. You just want to kill. If your opponent's at 3 and you swing and you have 10 in soul, if you had a crit, it's lethal, so you have to PG it or overguard. It's fantastic. We've got the 4 heals, mandatory. If you see him, you see him. If you don't, you don't. 3 draws. You want to, surprisingly, like, you most likely will deck out sometimes, but you want to see your combo pieces, and again, having discard fodder is very important. So playing draws is correct. When I mulligan, I typically try to keep a draw in hand. If it's in hand, I'd rather have it in hand to discard it than put it back and potentially deck out faster. So, and it feels better discarding this than it would be a front, but it is what it is. And then I'm playing the Bad Over trigger. I don't agree with this card. This card's okay in Baro. Instead of over Bruce, just because it gives you, if you do hit it early, you get the extra crit, so now you're swinging for a natural 3 crit. So again, it just adds to your tempo play. You become more lethal sooner. You're constantly applying that crit pressure. You can kill them at 3, you can kill them at, you can even kill them at 2 if you hit the crit. I mean, it's an over trigger, it's disgusting, they're not fun, they're horribly designed card, don't at me, but it is what it is. I do like this deck a lot though. This deck's super fun. All right, but let's wrap this bad boy up. Well, again, I appreciate you guys for checking out my video. If you guys like my deck profile, make sure you leave a like. If you don't like my deck profile, comment about it. Tell me what you think I should change or how I should play different or something like that. Be sure to give that subscription button if you do like that. Hit that subscription button. I can talk. I'm tired. I've been here all day. If you do like my content, please subscribe. We appreciate that. And so I can feed Ricky's family. Peace out, guys.
Facts.